Alright guys, so I want to get into another one of my visions. If you guys have watched my last vision, spirit, ancestors, my guides want me to talk about these visions that I've been having because there's a reason why they're showing them to me and they want me to share it with the collective. So like I mentioned before, I don't really know. Oh, before I forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and you won't regret it, I promise you. Okay, just got that out the way. But I have visions and I don't always know what these visions mean, and that's part of the reason, I'm sure, why they want me to share with you guys, so you can provide your insight as well to help me out with this. Okay, let me just get right into it. Let me not dwell on it because I'm gonna do this reading. But if you guys pick up on anything with what I'm saying, or if you have any ideas as to what this means, please put it down in the comments so I can see and get some thoughts on what this all means, and we can help each other out with figuring it out. Okay, so first thing I want to do is use my archetype cards. And okay, so let me say this. I had a vision okay. I had a vision that it was people sitting in chairs. It looked like a dental chair that you would see, and they were getting something injected. Like, it looked like Botox being done, but it was being done in the forehead, and I don't believe it was Botox. Okay, and it doesn't look like this was happening against their will. It looked like these people were willingly sitting there and getting this done. But I want to do a reading to see what that was all about and why my guides showed me this. Okay, so let's get the archetype cards out here. All right, give me a card that has to do with this vision of them getting poked in their forehead. And I'm just picking one just because I'm choosing from multiple cards here. Okay, so give me some information, sis, on the theme of what that vision meant with people getting injected in their forehead and being okay with it. What was that about? What was that about? I'm going to leave it like that because I want it to be a reveal, okay? And I'm going to use these cards here. No, I don't think this will be okay. Let's see, what was that vision about, source? Where I saw someone, and it was a woman that I saw particularly, but I had the feeling as if people were in line for this. Like they were in line to get this thing done. So it wasn't just one person getting it done. It was like people in line to go get it done. Okay, so I just want to turn all of these cards around just to have a really good idea of what the heck they're talking about. Okay, so tell me about this vision. People are getting these injections into their heads. What is that about? What is it about? Okay, there's one more thing. This here. What were the injections for? Like, what were they for? That's what these cards are going to be for. What were these injections for? What is it to help them with? Or to not help them with? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. What were these injections for? Or supposed to help them with? And then lastly, Source, what else do you want to tell me about this vision? What else do you want to tell me about this vision, Source? Here I saw someone getting injected in their head. What is the message there? What is the message there? All right, let's look at that first. Okay. We got a declaration. It's interesting that it's we the people, which is our Constitution. Okay. Reclaiming power, contract, resolve, expressing truth, manifesto. Okay. So it's like kind of taking our freedom back, speaking up for ourselves. Wow, here's another letter. Dear John, cold hard truth, breaking up, strange situation. It's not you, it's me. Cutting cords. Wow. Okay, so it's like stepping away from what no longer serves us. Curtain call, fame, celebrity, admiration, focused attention. Interesting. Okay, I feel like this is also putting attention on Hollywood, right? And also with politics as well. And I feel like this is us really no longer having that admiration that we used to for these people. We're kind of like seeing them for what they are, and they're no longer able to hide behind their money and their fame. Okay, that's interesting. All right, what else? We have karma balance, cause and effect, wanting to make things right. Temptation, making wise choices. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting because it makes me think about taking the blinders off and not being blind to the fact of what's going on around you, but seeing it for what it is. And not only that, but taking action on it. So, and I feel like with me seeing the injection in the forehead, it's like us no longer doing things against our will, but actually having a say so and not falling for the lies that are being told, but actually wanting like real hard facts, seeing the illusion for what it is. Okay, so a lot of things are going to come out, and a lot of things we're no longer going to accept. We got the King of Roses here. Okay, I'm going to move this up. Here's the King of Roses. Got the waterfall. And we got the paths unknown. Okay, so for some of you, you're still at a crossroads of which way you're going to go. You still don't know if you want to enter this new earth, this new possibility, or stay with what we've accepted all along. Because you still have a choice. You can either continue to live the way that we've been living with accepting everything that we're told as truth, or you can take a stand and actually research and look into the facts and see what the truth of the matter is for certain situations, and decide if you want to continue with the way things are or not. Like, are you putting yourself in a situation where you have a choice, or are you putting yourself in a situation where you feel like, I don't have a choice, this is what it is? Because if it's the idea of this is what it is, then you're basically picking the path of doing things the way we've always done them. But if you're choosing the path of this is not right, I'm taking a stand, I'm changing it, we need to no longer go by this rhetoric or go by this law or go by this rule or do things this way. We need to now do it a different way because the old way hasn't been working. Then you've already chosen your other path, which is a new path, a path that a lot of us haven't walked through yet. Okay? Like that. Hero, heroine. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Okay? Escapism and a false sense of heroism. So again, I feel like that goes back to these cards here. Which path are you going to choose? Which way are you going to go? And I feel like this King of Roses too is being in a place that works for you. Being in a place that works for you. Being in a place that makes you happy. So if you want to continue with the way that things have been going all this time because that's what works for you, then that's your decision, and you're more than willing to make that decision because we all have free will. And if you choose not to, that's your decision as well. Look at this. As soon as I said that, I saw the word choices on the karmic balance. Okay? And again, wow, with this temptation and self-deception, we have make wise choices. So there's always a choice, and it's your decision on what choice, which direction you want to go with in your life. Do you want to be injected, or do you want to choose not to be injected? That is up to you. Moving out of stagnation. Oh, wow. Moving out of stagnation. That is so interesting. So it's like going around in the loop, or kind of like going in a different direction. I mean, for you, like I said, if you choose to keep things norm the way that they always been, then that's up to you. And if you don't feel like that's stagnation, then totally fine. But for others of you that feel like it is, what are you doing about it? What action? I love that the action card is right next to it. What action are you taking to get out of that stagnation period? Okay. Are you stuck? All right. Closing this cycle. All right. The cycle of not making your own decisions. Okay. I love that. I love that. Divine feminine. That goddess energy. That goddess energy. Moving on, letting go, loving you, being free. Ooh. I love it. I love it. With that King of Roses too, it's also talking about relationships. Closing cycles. Remember we got this Dear John. You know, giving the cold hard truth, setting boundaries, like this isn't working for me. I have to let this go. Letting go from all of this recognition that we give to famous people. Letting go of the rules and the laws that have been set in place that are not necessarily for our benefit. Letting go of that old cycle, of that old way of thinking. and going to the paths unknown. Going to the paths unknown, moving on, letting go, loving you. I love it. I love it. So whatever this means for you, as far as closing the cycle, just let it go. Walk away. If it's not in your, if it's not for your benefit, and if it's not in alignment with who you are, let it go. Okay? Move on. Love you. I love that. I love that. So that, I mean, it's interesting, guys, but that was from what I see, that was the message from the injection of the forehead. It's like no longer putting your choice in other people's hands, but taking over and making choices for yourself. Okay? I'm not going to name any specific events, but with injections, you make your own call with that one. Okay? But just know that you have a choice, and you can express that choice either way you want without judgment. All right? Okay. Now, if you guys saw anything in the reading that I didn't bring up, or that comes up to mind when I talked about this vision and what it means, please comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Okay? All right, y'all. Till next time, it's Goddess Crissy, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye.